boys, I've got something to say. Just as soon as I find a way, boys, I've got something to say.
Okay.
Wow, 70 health pipes.
Wow, 70 health pipes. This is Free Speech or Bust podcast number 25, returning after a long while. By the way, you guys, like you're live now. I need to get faster at like transitioning from the setup to the thing because I have to. There's all sorts of shit I have to do. That's why there's a music intro. Anyways, something that obviously needs to be talked about. I sort of hinted at it on the Twitter, which you should follow at Free Speech or Bust. Luke Oliver is no longer with us. He's not dead. He's still alive. He just quit. That's about it. It's not like we were. He was getting sort of ornery and like trying to fight with us, and I didn't want to fire him. I gave him the option to quit. He took it. He may even be back on again as guest, but he is no longer the co-host. Anyways, our guest for the return of Free Future Burst podcast is someone who we've talked about before, and who I've wanted on for a while, but he's finally with us. It's my man Fern Bertinari. What's up?
Hey.
He seems very enthusiastic. Also, Mason and Michael are here. This is actually the first time Michael's actually allowed on the podcast.
Baby? Well, I was allowed on at one point, but it was like 3 seconds till the end of the podcast.
I know, because I forgot that I had made a rule you weren't allowed on.
Yeah, but Luke's on now, so.
I don't know. Michael is actually there when Luke quit because he quit at lunch in the cafeteria.
Oh, by the way, for those who want to know, I'm not a big fan of Luke.
I don't know. I like Luke.
But he is a big fan of Popeye's chicken.
Yeah. Dude, okay, let me tell you something about Michael. So we were on a Kings Island field trip, and we had Popeyes, and then we're on the way back home, and this was like a school field trip for the music program. But anyway, so we're on the way home. Michael eats all his Easy Mac, and he's still hungry, so he takes the top off of his pop socket, and he ate that. That's
This is a bit of a lie.
It's 100% truth.
It is true. I saw it.
You were not on the trip.
Bert was there.
Michael, it was a 100% truth. I saw you do it.
Michael, you can't. Michael, why are you even trying to lie about it? Like honestly, the lying needs to stop.
Because
you ate a pop socket. You ate a pop socket.
Okay, Michael, if you did not eat it, present it to us at school on Monday.
Exactly.
Oh, Logan lost it.
I did not lose it. You did.
Why would you lose it?
What do you mean? It's your pops. It's attached to your phone. How do I lose like a part of that? No, you took it off and you ate it.
No,
if I lost
whole without chewing.
I took it off to balance my phone. And
you took it off because you were hungry.
You moved all my stuff.
Michael, I have a question for you.
Oh my god, yes. Josh is here.
Did you eat Colin Wells?
I would not. Josh, you know we're doing the podcast right now, right?
Are we actually?
Yeah.
Yes.
You just said that live.
Oh, Josh, I have Josh muted.
Anyway,
why do you have
Colin
Josh muted?
Wells seems like a bit of a small meal for you.
Let's hear that one day.
Oh, you guys do not understand how much I love doing this with the double monitor setup.
Yeah,
and I have the webcam back. I had to pay $5 to get it fixed, but
Yeah, you're lucky. You get 2 monitors. Keep bragging.
Well, one I bought for my brother, and the other was given to me by my stepmom. So.
Oh, how generous of your stepmom.
Mine were all bought.
Yeah, but yours is also a curved monitor, and curved monitors are gay.
Okay, start a poll on Twitter. Let's see what people say.
All right, fine. This is how I'll advertise the Free Future Bus Twitter. I'll put a poll.
I don't even know why you guys are complaining. I don't even have
R curved. Well, Bert, get a damn computer.
I'm broke.
That's a
yeah.
shame.
No.
I'm like $280 in debt right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you
in debt for?
I got a guitar.
How does that make you in debt? Did you take out a loan?
I borrowed money.
Oh.
You borrowed money from the bank, from the Federal Reserve.
I'm in debt with my dad right now, because he paid for
How are
half of
you
my
guys-
he paid for half of my truck. I need to pay him back.
Logan,
I am
Bert's
nowhere
main
near
concern-
in debt. I am nowhere near in debt.
Yeah, wait till you. Oh yeah, wait till you. I don't know. Wait till you have to purchase something and you don't have enough money and you need just a
I
helping
don't
hand.
need to purchase
Logan, do you
anything.
have
I've
curved
got a-
monitors?
No,
I've
curve
got a
monitors are
car.
gay.
I've already got a car. I've got a computer.
Michael, you were gifted that car.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
True, I was.
You did not have to pay for it at all.
This
Yeah,
dude
I know,
complains
I
all
was
the
not
time about how
saying
much
that.
of a hard worker he is. Like, oh me and my dad had to set trusses today.
I
And-
do not complain.
all he does is talk about how him and his dad set trusses.
No, no, not
Trustman.
at all.
His nickname should be Trustman.
No, don't. Explain to them how many nicknames I have.
They're your nicknames. You should know.
I can't even name one. There's Fungus, Watchman, Trustman now, Fitman,
Shutman.
Shutman.
Dude, I just realized something. I'm looking at like
Glimmer.
myself in the
Glimmer.
Pop.
Popeye,
listing off these
Pop.
nicknames.
Cheddar.
Cheddar. Michael enjoys going to Cheddar Point.
Michael, do you like Cheesecake Factory?
I do actually.
Why have 2 people voted no in the Our Curved Monitors Gay poll on Twitter?
Because one of them was
not.
Michael.
I actually have not voted yet.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go on and select a yes. I'm gonna retweet this poll.
I'm about to go vote yes.
It's taking a bit to load because I'm streaming this podcast right now.
Normally, I would say Mason is just on Logan's side, but I know he's actually just against curved monitors.
Because curved monitors are so stupid. I do not know why you like them.
Have you tried them?
No, they just look
Then
funny.
there's your problem. They're great. They
Okay,
give
Michael,
you a more
how about this? Have you tried
immense
having
experience.
a dual monitor setup?
Yes. My parents have computers, you know.
Oh. Bert, what is this?
Yo, is that the real Colin Wells?
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, check out the one
Oh my
comment on
God.
it.
Looking good, son. I love you. Okay. I actually wanted to talk with Bert about something. And okay, so the first time we ever had Robbie Hogan on, which he was supposed to be on tonight, but he's playing with his band and refuses to answer any of my calls or texts.
Hey, his band is pretty good.
I've never heard his band.
Dude,
I
just tell him
want
to
to.
bring the whole band on.
He wants to have his band just called the Funkheads on the podcast to advertise.
Dude, I could be a co-host from now on if you like.
No, Bert, I do not. Okay, don't you have like a YouTube channel or something?
I upload very infrequently whenever, it's basically whenever I feel like it.
Well, dude, what's your
What
channel?
kind
Shout
of
it out.
videos do you upload?
Just random videos.
Dude, it's just
Whatever I feel like.
one time him and this random kid who I've never met before did a
Dude, it's my-
Pokemon
it's my
card
friend
unboxing,
Lorraine.
and he wanted to Bert was giving out like the codes that I'm pretty sure it's so you can play like the online game. But so he
Yeah.
held it up to the camera, but he's shaking it, so it's like super. But he's doing this unintentionally. He doesn't realize that he's shaking it, so it's too blurry to even make out what the code is. And then he said, like, whoever likes this video, I'm gonna do a giveaway, which I'm pretty sure that's
Dude,
like
I
a
never did it.
yeah, that's against YouTube TOS to say that if people who like the video receive a giveaway. I'm pretty sure that's actually a thing. But anyways, so the first time we ever had Robbie on, it was like a couple months after the whole Bert meme fiasco, which I don't know. I've explained it before, so let's actually hear Bert's perspective.
Alright, so. I was just making some jokes around, Just, some run-of-the-mill, average school shooting joke.
Yep.
It's just what you do.
I remember.
Oh, I did that once.
Only once.
Only once.
And I guess some people don't understand that jokes are a thing, and it, reported me, I guess.
Yeah.
I hate those kind of people.
Yeah, it was all pretty stupid. I got a therapist now, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he gives out curved pens. I'm so jealous.
No, that's my orthodontist.
I'm
gives out
playing with the
those
pen
pens.
right now because I don't know what to do while I listen. This is seriously
I-
when we had Andrew Powell on the podcast, that dude, you ask him a question, he goes on a 10-minute rant. So I'm just sitting here listening to this dude from like Miami, Florida rant, and I don't know what to do like with my hands. I'm just like playing with stuff that's like on my desk. It was super weird. Dude, having that
You might
guy
be
on was
watching
so much
this.
fun.
What's wrong with you?
I do not think he's watching, but Andrew, if you are watching, it was great having you on. I'd love to have you on again. Afterwards, I don't know if I'm like allowed to say this. Never mind. I'll tell you guys when it's off. I don't think I can actually say this publicly. I don't want to get
I
any
think you can.
trouble. No, you don't, Michael, because you do not even know what I'm talking about.
I'm just kidding,
I
I'm
do
just
not.
kidding,
I do not take legal
kidding.
advice from you, person who
kidding,
eats
I'm just
pop
kidding, I'm just
sockets.
I'm just kidding. I'm
You
just
can
kidding. I'm
take
just
it
kidding.
from Mickey Crummonsdale.
Yeah, I have to DM Mickey Crummonsdale on Twitter to see if I'm legally allowed to say this. It's not even
Okay.
that interesting, so I won't.
As of right
But,
now,
like, I'll tell you
yeah,
guys.
Logan, by the way, as of right now, the votes are 78% no and 22% yeah.
I know. I don't understand why. Who is voting? This has 9 votes.
It's just Michael.
No, it's not. I've only voted with 2 accounts.
It's probably Josh
my-
and a bunch of different
really?
accounts.
Michael has you voted with 3 different accounts.
It didn't. No. Okay, whenever I tried to vote with the Tyrone one, it wouldn't let me. It just says it just.
So you tried
So
to vote
black
on
people aren't
forums.
allowed to vote.
You tried to vote on forums. Michael, Logan, what is wrong with you?
It's
Well,
fine.
no, because the Twitter account is a black person, and it was the only one that wasn't allowed to. By the way, I'm pretty
I
sure
do
they
not
got-
think that we should explain what the fuckle Twitter accounts are. Just
No,
leave them
but I am-
alone.
I'm
They're
pretty
just
sure.
God,
But
they are.
just go follow Barney Fuckle, Shelly Fuckle, Tyrone Fuckle, Cornelius Fuckle, Joe Fuckle,
Raphael.
Davis.
Raphael Fuckle. Just follow
Lamar
all on
Davis, Trevor
Richard.
Phillips, Mickey
Twitter. Richard
Crummonsdale.
Fuckle.
It's
Mickey
just a big
Crummonsdale.
cluster.
Charlize Kamiski.
Do not follow Charlie Skamiski.
Snockadilladoo.
Do not follow Snockadilladoo or Little Boy. Do not follow Little Boy on Twitter.
Follow Charles Kamiski.
Oh my gosh.
He's a
And
judge at Cleveland Municipal.
In algebra, Adam was asking me about. He was like, "Okay, dude, who is this Twitter account?" And he was showing it to me, and all I see is a big picture of a semi truck, and I'm just, I told him I had to be honest.
Okay, wait. Somebody was texting Jackson and he couldn't figure out who it was, and they
It was
sent
me and
the
you.
picture. No, somebody else, and they sent the picture of Shelly Fuckle to him.
It was Caleb, because Caleb asked me for his number. I gave it to him.
Yeah, it was just funny because he was like, he's just going through that. Like, what was that picture? And then he showed it to me, and I was like, oh my god, I know who that is. Then he started begging me to tell him, and I wouldn't.
You should have said
gonna-
Shelly Fuckle.
I said that picture. I said that's Shelly Fuckle. Like I told him that was it. Should we talk about the WASD placement?
No, because we still haven't even.
What?
The reason I wanted Bert on was to talk about something. You've barely even talked about it.
Okay, well you guys should get going.
Okay. Anyway, Bert, explain it then, because you're doing a bad job.
You know, it was really just, people don't understand, like, not
What's a joke
everything-
and what's not.
Yeah.
And they should have known coming from you that it was not true.
Yeah.
Okay,
then
well,
I got
explain what
pulled
the
down
joke
second
was.
time.
Explain what the joke was, because everyone is just confused.
Okay, well, the jokes I made were, I basically acted like I had a fake hit list.
Wait a minute, I just want to
Hey.
address the fake Logan Ramsey account that is making fun of my hat.
Wait, what? There's a fake Logan Ramsey account?
Yes, it's Josh.
Who's it making fun of?
He's making fun of my hat.
Why? That's so
Which hat?
stupid.
I'm
It's a hat in one of his pictures. It's not even.
So
It's not even worth
I've,
making
I've,
fun
I
of.
don't know how many times I've reported this fake account for harassing me, but YouTube will not do anything about it because they do not care about me.
YouTube is incompetent.
Because it's not a public story. Anyways, Bert, continue. So Bert made some school shooter jokes. He had a fake hit list. I'm trying to help you, Bert.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll take it from here then, because this is really like
Sorry.
where I start. Well, yeah, because that's pretty much all Bert had done in this, right? So anyways, what happened next is, I apologize for people who've actually already heard this, but anyways, me, Robbie, and another kid at our school run a meme page on Instagram, right? And this was our old one. This is the one before it got taken down. We have a new one now, but so on our original one, we made like a bunch of memes, making fun of all this stuff that Bert was saying.
And
Literally
I thought all these memes were hilarious.
Yeah. Because we knew Bert was joking. Bert knew we were joking. Anyway, so as soon as these memes go live, like half an hour later, me and Robbie look at our phones and we see that Bert's little sister had followed the meme page, and we're just like, holy crap. Anyways, so eventually, I get called down to the office, right? And they're asking me about who runs this page. I explained to them it's me, Robbie, and this other kid. They get called down, so I have to wait for them. It's literally as soon as Robbie walked in the room, he looked at me and was like, shit. and knew immediately what it was about. So anyways, Robbie, eventually she asked who made them. I just kept my mouth shut. I didn't want to out anyone. Robbie says, yeah, it was me. And then eventually, Robbie got like a Wednesday school. Which what even is a Wednesday school?
You have to go to school or you have to stay at school after for
basically
2.5 hours.
For like the
It's
last
basically
half
just
an hour.
detention.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a retarded way of saying detention.
and then
Except it's much worse than detention.
Snackadoodle Doo is retarded. But I'm not even gonna explain. Okay, Bert, you had to like go to therapy sessions after this for how long?
It was 80 days, but I still go to them because my therapist is pretty chill.
Yeah, you're talking like a lot of good game about this guy. Explain.
Dude, like immediately, first session in, we told him about the situation. Is like, okay, this is just bull. You should be in school, not suspended.
Yeah, but you get to miss Mondays. You get to miss school to go to him.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. But I'm talking about like when I was suspended.
Yeah.
Okay, how long were you suspended
mean-
for?
80 days. Well, no, I was
That's
suspended.
crazy.
I was suspended for 10 days, and I
Gosh,
had to
yeah.
go. And basically, what they did was after the expulsion hearing, they didn't end up expelling me. But what they did was, instead of like for the period they would have expelled me for, I basically had to follow like a few rules for those 80 days following.
Why were they
Wait, hold on.
threatening to expel you?
Wait, you had to go to expulsion court?
No, it's not a court. It was just like a hearing.
Oh.
It's it's just like a student, like that board office next to the middle school.
Yeah, I know. I've been in there a few times.
Why?
And they probably looked at your like record of how many times you've gotten in trouble, and there's like nothing.
Yeah, and then like the sheriff showed up at my house and crap.
No,
Like,
you didn't
I
tell
don't-
me this. What happened then?
Oh yeah, dude. He was basically like, it's not funny, but I already knew I was safe because the way I did it was very smart. You see, I didn't produce any physical evidence or anything. All it was hearsay, and it was like all secondhand hearing and stuff.
So there was no actual like proof
Like-
that.
Damn,
like,
you
legit-
got dude. Bert, if
Like,
you
legit,
actually did.
Recently, my mom said like the sheriff came up to her and like before he left, and like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, we have nothing on him.
Damn,
Wait,
dude, you are
Wait, they have
so.
nothing on you?
Yeah, they legit
Well, because
had
there's
nothing
no
on
physical
him, and they
evidence.
still had
It's
to
all
show up at
just
my house.
it's all just people saying what Bert said, dude. If you actually like had a list and it had like your handwriting on it and everything, and you were like, yeah, I'm the one who inked this, dude, you could have gone in some serious shit. Anyway, I just think this is such a huge, interesting topic for like free speech. Like, where do you draw the line between what's a threat and what's a joke? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and really, it's all about intent.
It depends on the person who says it and
Yeah,
what
but
their
who?
record
It's
of
so
what they've done
difficult
is.
because who determines the intent?
Yeah.
Well, the person who determines the intent is the person who said it.
Well, that person could just
Alright.
be saying that to
I
avoid
actually-
consequences.
I actually have a perfect analogy for this. I don't know how age appropriate your stream is, but like,
I say fucking nigger and everything.
okay, pornography. Literally, you could say any art could be pornography, but the only thing that like separates the two is the artist's intent.
What do you mean?
Like,
The intended audience.
well, no, like some artists like specifically make pornographic content, like Shad Man and stuff like that. And then there's like legit artists who like do paintings of like naked women, and they can just like put that in like a public museum. It's all about artist intent.
That reminds me of like the Simpsons episode where like Marge's like protesting to get rid of like the violent video game or show or whatever it was. I'm pretty sure it was like the Itchy and Scratchy show. Yeah. Oh yeah, the game was in the Simpsons game, but in the TV show, Marge organizes all these women to get rid of the show, or not get rid of it, but make it child friendly. And then one of the other women there's like the statue of David where he's completely nude. It's like, this should be covered up. It's offensive. And Marge goes, well, it's art. And then the question is, like, well, what draws the line between something that's art and something that's just offensive and needs to be banned? One thing I think is great about that show, though, is they do not give you an answer. They just let you think for yourself. For me, I typically err on the side of freedom for all of these. I think Bert should have gotten 0 suspension. Now, I think the therapy, making sure that Bert was not being serious, yeah. But I don't think you should suspend him. I don't know. That's sort of my rule of thumb on any issue. If I'm unclear, like, I don't know which side to take, err on the side of freedom.
No, I will say the suspension, that was completely all right on their end, because, get me out of the school just because they don't know if I'm going to do something, but the expulsion, that should not even been taken into the
Consideration.
idea. Yeah, consideration.
Wow. That's funny. Bert wants more extreme punishment on him than I do.
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta think from both ends. They got their entire goal is to ensure the safety of the school and the students in it.
Mm-hmm. And with everything that happens, I mean, I can't blame them.
And honestly, from my perspective, if I was going to shoot at the school, if I would have got expelled, as soon as they would have done it next day, I would have been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody that would do it, they almost never say to people that they're gonna do it. They might show signs they are, but they won't just like tell a bunch of people.
Right. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
You know what makes even less sense than this story? Is my detention. What I got a detention for.
Oh my god.
I want to talk about this because I've not talked about it publicly at all.
Hold on.
Just think
Go ahead.
before.
Yeah,
wait,
go ahead.
don't explain. Don't explain. Because before I do, I'm just gonna give 15 seconds of silence think of the dumbest thing you could possibly get suspended for, or not suspended, a detention for, because it was dumber than what you're about to think. Here, I'll give 5.
Not in my mind.
All right, I lost
What do
count.
you
I
mean by
lost count.
dumb? What do you mean by dumb? Like, as in just stupid, or like?
Bad as what Logan
Okay,
did.
what I think. No. The most like illegitimate reason to get a detention. That's like you should have not gotten any punishment for what you did. Anyway, so what I did. It's the first day back from spring break. When sitting in our English class, my favorite teacher of all time. She
Don't forget it's your birthday.
yeah, it was my birthday. Same day as my birthday. First day back at school. You know, it's supposed to, you know, you're thinking, all right, this is going to be a lighthearted day. Lots of, you know, just fucking around or whatever. But no. Well, I think that was our teacher's intention because she was going around the classroom. Everyone was going to talk about their spring break. I don't know. I didn't really have, like, a crazy story. Like, other people are saying, like, oh, I got my license or I bought my first car. Nothing.
Dude, I came back saying I learned about cults over spring break.
Oh yeah, I was in this class. That
Oh,
was great. She was so confused.
Oh, you guys have the class before me, so just after that, what happened? Anyways, I said, I don't know, the only story I had was like, yeah, I was driving, I got flipped off on the road the other day, and she looks at me, she's like, what? Because first she's like, okay, why is he even telling this? And then I was like, I need to take it one step further, because, you know, like Mason and Josh and Stefan and Caleb are all in this class. I'm basically just playing to them, trying to make them laugh. And I was like, the only thing I think was like, yeah, cut this broad off. Because I thought broad is like a funny word. It's like who even like actually says broad in like a serious sexist way anymore? Anyone who says it is clearly joking.
Apparently.
Clearly. Anyways, she tells me that I can go stand out in the. Well, first she's like, "Did you seriously just refer to a woman as a broad?" And I said, "Yes." She said I could stand in the hallway. Standing in the hallway, our history teacher walks out and he's like, "Hey, Logan, what you do stand in the hallway?" And he's like, "You get in trouble?" I was like, "Oh, it would seem so." And then he looked and realizes what teacher it was, and he's laughing. He's just like, "I'm not surprised." So she comes out and she one of the things she said that just stuck in my head because it was just so dumb. She said, "What gives you the right to say things like that?" And I was dumbfounded because what do you mean what gives me the right? So I told her I should have said I'm naturally endowed by my creator because that's I thought because then she had just gotten mad. But what I said, the only thing I could think of was, what gives me the right to say anything? And she goes, okay, do you want to be a smart aleck about it, or do you want to just comply? So she said, I can either send you to the office or just give you detention. I was like, I should have just went to the office, because if I went to the office, they would have been like, all right, this is retarded, go back to class. But But I was like, no, I'll just take the detention. Who cares? And so yeah, my detention was super boring. It was just half an hour long. I was sitting alone in her classroom. She was outside talking to some of the other teachers. The worst conversation ever. It's nothing but complimenting each other, saying, "Oh, you work so hard. You look so good." Just the most boring conversation you've ever heard.
Who were they?
It was
Probably was
I'm-
Costello and
no,
Alliger.
no, it wasn't Costello. Alliger was there.
Was whoever's next to her that she's always
Clark,
talking to.
Alliger.
Callahan?
Yeah, Callahan.
Yeah, those three. So yeah.
I have a dumber one.
No, hold
Believe it or
on.
not.
Hold on, just because I have to add on to that, because like because I ate in the office on Wednesdays.
Because Michael's a goody two shoes.
No, because I'm bored as hell in study hall.
Hey, language.
And
Michael,
it's much
do
better.
homework.
That's what I do in there, but it's much better. Anyways, either way, so like it was the Wednesday of his detention, and I decided, because like they're all the people in the office are all like don't really care about anything really and like to hear about it. They're those office ladies that like to hear gossip, and so I decided to tell them about Logan's detention. and I told them about it, and the one was extremely confused about why anybody would get a detention about that.
I know.
The other one said, "Why do women expect respect when they do things like that?" And this was a woman
Seriously.
that said that. This was a woman. She said, "Why do they expect? Why do we expect men to respect
Exactly.
us if we do stuff like that?"
Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily agree with it, but I guess there is some sort of argument to be made that this does affect other women, on a broader scale of things. Me personally, I don't look at it that way. I just look at it as I'm not going to judge all women. She's just a cunt. All right, she is. She doesn't like me. I don't like her. I could go on for days ranting about her. But Josh, you said you had a dumber one.
Oh yeah.
What's your?
Oh, can't
Oh
wait.
yeah. So in 8th grade, I got a Wednesday school, and Mason knows about this. I got a Wednesday school for calling Mason Goldilocks.
No
What?
way.
How
Wait,
do you-
How have we not heard about this?
This was 8th grade.
How do you get a Wednesday school for calling someone Goldilocks?
Beats
There's more
me.
to it than that. There's more
Mason,
to it than
why don't
that.
you explain? You explain then. What
Well-
did I really do wrong?
Nothing really. But oh, my computer's crashed again.
It's my
Josh, can you explain? I really am struggling to remember.
So it was in work and family in 8th grade at our work and family group. It was like me,
Which is
Logan
basically home ec.
Davis, Mason,
Oh, I
And-
remember this.
Fabian, I think it was. And Mason was acting really dumb and
Yeah.
he put his chair in front of the workplace and just sat there and he wouldn't move.
It was stupid.
Somebody said something about Mason having a ball
A bald spot.
I collapsed and I went to school. And Mason had a temper tantrum about it.
I did not have a temper tantrum.
Yes, you did.
It was not a temper tantrum. I was mad, but I was not stomping.
It was just like today's temper tantrum.
It was not. I was not
Oh my gosh.
stomping.
You
Oh
guys
my
want to talk about today's
That was
temper
good.
tantrum?
Hold on. We should talk about it after we get through these stories.
Do we have any more?
I've got a kind of stupid one.
All right, let's hear
What
it.
is it about me again?
No, it doesn't involve me. It involves Caleb, though.
Oh my gosh, what did Caleb do? He's such an idiot.
So, this is either 6th or 7th grade. And I had a bag, like a tiny little bag of chocolate pretzels at lunch.
I don't know why it's making me laugh.
And someone took them and ate them. And
Oh,
didn't
I remember
tell
this.
me.
I remember this. I remember this.
This was retarded, but yeah. So somebody took them and ate them, and I kept asking, and then it like caught the attention of one of the lunch aides, and they came over and they were asking what's wrong with it, and I told them, and then they started asking and nobody said anything, and then eventually the bell rang and they wouldn't let us go. They just had us sit there and lunch till they found them. Then eventually they had the principal come down to investigate who took a pack of.
Michael, you should have just said, "I really don't care that much."
It was a pack of tiny pretzels. This ended.
Yeah, if they were big pretzels, Michael would have cared.
No, this ended in Caleb crying and getting a Wednesday school.
Because he took the because he was the one that took the pretzels and he wouldn't tell anyone.
It wasn't even
Caleb was
him.
crying.
He,
He was crying. Oh my god.
I didn't remember that. I only remembered that he
this was
got the
after.
Wednesday school.
He wasn't even the one that ate them. It was Cindy Clark. She ate them, and then Caleb took the fall. I think he actually got 2 Wednesday schools for
For
taking
some
a pack of tiny pretzels.
And it wasn't even him, and he was crying.
Yes.
Well, this was like 6th or 7th grade.
Still, you should have just been like, it wasn't me. You have to cry. Oh my gosh.
For some reason, I
Oh,
believe
okay.
this story.
Oh, I believe it.
I just remember
Why would you not believe it?
It just seems like something Caleb would do.
Oh my gosh.
What's that, Bert?
All right, so this is this is coming back to the whole school shooting thing because I forgot about this part. This is a part I don't really tell many people about.
But you're gonna
it's
say
just
it publicly.
It's just so stupid. Look, literally, this is literally taking the joke to the most seriousness someone could. Literally, the day I came back, they pulled me down in the office and said, "All right, so now that you're back, here is another contingency, or basically, like if I did this, I could have gotten expelled."
If you did
Literally, I
what?
was not Papa Sierra Johnson. She, I guess she was so scared that she didn't want me talking to her.
That was
Christ.
And really, the way they implied it, they implied it that I couldn't even be in the same room as her.
why? People don't know how to take a joke.
Don't you like
Dude,
sit?
It
Don't
was
you,
the
like,
stupidest thing.
Don't you sit next to one of the people now, like in history?
Yeah, I do.
These people are mentally traumatized for no reason.
Yeah, it's literally just retarded.
Dude, it was so
I have
stupid.
something to point out.
Literally the whole time I thought, okay,
Who
I'm not
is
allowed-
that?
I'm not allowed-
Logan.
I'm dusting
not
my
allowed
computer
anywhere near
or my
her,
keyboard.
like,
Logan, seriously. Why?
Cause it's
What
dusty.
is that, Logan?
It's electronics duster.
Mason is acting very hypocritical.
I don't
Yeah,
dust off my keyboard.
If I remember correctly, around
I
the
didn't even
time
get
that
all the dust
the
off because of you
shooting was
guys.
happening, Mason said he was scared to come to school and they didn't want to come the
No.
next day.
I said that because I was trying to have an excuse to not go.
No,
Yeah.
you were
No,
scared.
I
No,
believe
it
Mason.
was.
I tried.
You were scared.
Seriously. No,
I
I was
tried it.
not.
I tried it, but my parents
Yeah.
wouldn't let me. Yeah,
We all tried it.
yeah. Stefan
No.
I
tried it.
didn't try it.
A lot of people tried it. There were a lot of people.
I
that
couldn't.
did.
I wanted to go. I could not wait to talk to Bert. Because
Mason,
Bert had
you
not
were
responded to any of my
scared.
texts
No,
that
I
entire
was
time.
not.
Wait. I wasn't finished with what I was saying.
Go ahead.
He's-
But dude, like for the whole like 70 days, or like, I thought, okay, I'm not allowed anywhere near this girl. She like literally, she's friends with like most of my friends. So like, basically anytime, like when I came back, we had like a marching game. Literally, most of my friends were hanging around her. So basically, for that whole like 70-day period, I didn't have any friends except for like you guys.
Hey, we're there for you.
Bert, I'll always be fighting for your side. Because Bert is actually like Bert. You're like one of the funniest guys I know. But the thing, like, I honestly like you have your channel. I think it could be successful if you just fucking actually did it. You're just too damn lazy.
Dude,
So why is
speaking of
it?
my
Why
channel,
is
dude,
it that like I know a lot of talented people, all the most talented ones are just super fucking lazy though, like Bert. He's
Dude,
hilarious.
when
He's
you
just damn lazy.
when you got all the skill, you expect things to come to you. You just don't feel like doing any work. when you can just slide by without having to do any.
Oh my gosh! I cannot wait till this podcast over so I can get some more water.
Okay. So
Dude,
I
I've
think
been
we
walking
should-
around
I
this whole
think-
time.
I think we should
Well, I'm
talk
also
about.
like at the station here. What, Michael?
Okay, I think we should talk about an incident that occurred today at school.
Oh, I think it sounds like a good idea.
It involved a dear friend of ours, Mr. Mason Baker. So last night it was me, Joshua, or Joshua, Mason, and I. That'd be grammatically correct. We were playing, me and Mason were playing a game, and
What game are you guys playing?
Mason, Postal 2, I think. And
The multiplayer, or just
no,
separate?
well, we were just playing single player and
Alright.
talking to each other.
The
Josh
multiplayer
was
on the game
on
is
talking to
shit.
So we were, and Mason has a family computer, and so it's in the middle of like kitchen area or dining room. It's all one room really, and so it's a family computer. So his parents tell him and moderate it quite strictly, and he has to get off the computer every night at 10.
Except for
Except for weekends.
weekends.
Except for weekends. Sorry. And so it was 10:15, and he still wasn't off. And he said something about making a really greasy fart, and then, um, and then we heard his dad yelling, and which was I'm gonna assume was in the next room over, and we thought we heard him mock Mason.
We did.
Yes, we did.
Josh, you were not there for it. We
Yes,
asked
I
him
was.
what he said, and he said that no, not that.
You were
We
talking about
asked
something
him-
happened earlier.
This was earlier today. We asked him, said that, and I was on Discord. While he
So apparently,
while he said no, he said he did not say that on Discord.
so apparently what happened was, it was his dad started to say something, and then Mason cut him off sort of and said something, a quite often phrase that he said, a phrase that he says quite often, and so
Yeah,
it
it was
just
me that
sounded
said
like
it.
his dad was mocking him, but that's actually what happened. So then we get to school today. This is after yesterday. We get to school today, and we started like pulling Mason's leg about it, and he started to get really angry about it. Would you guys say it's a
Oh yeah, I agree. Mason
yeah,
was
yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
upset.
a little bit, yeah. He was just getting a little bit upset because we have
It's a
like
little heated.
we have like 15 minutes before we have to go to class, so we all sit there and talk, and so he gets madder and madder. Then our friend Colton Griffith comes over, and he's got his breakfast, which is all in packaged stuff, and he starts saying stuff about Mason, and Mason got really mad and just decided to smack his entire breakfast.
He
It was
didn't
only
smack
his
it.
apple
He like
juice.
took his hand, he like put it up, and he just like came down and like swiped it off.
I'm just thinking about it. It's so great.
Dude,
Logan,
and it masked.
Logan, you should send some of the video too. You should put that in the.
No, you
YouTube.
shouldn't.
I'm not going to.
No, you
But
should not
anyways,
identify my
Yes,
face.
you should.
But anyways, so he did that, and then they started and then Colton started chasing Mason, or Mason started
No, he took my stuff.
yeah, he took Mason's stuff and then chasing him around the lunchroom. Classic game of cat and mouse.
It was not like running either. It was not like we were sprinting around in circles.
And Mason was getting a little bit more upset, and Mason had to go pick up his stuff and couldn't find his apple juice. Which to this hour, I have no idea where that apple juice could have gone, but yeah. So, and then
So-
then finally they I don't know, whatever, made peace somehow or something, or just went to class.
Yeah, we made up in.
And then a little bit later, this is
make up
fourth period. This is
No,
fourth
Michael,
period.
we made up after that, after fourth period.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to tell what happened in fourth period. So
Michael,
in
what you're
fourth
about to say
period,
is
it was
not going to be very accurate. Because you were not
About
there,
2.5
and the
hours.
person that told you is very biased.
About 2.5 laters, 2.5 hours.
2.5
later.
laters.
Shush.
Moxie.
Mason. Is your dad looking for Moxie? You should go help him.
Yes, I'm good. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Okay. Well, now that we can have no rebuttal, he in fourth period. Sorry. Apparently, Colton thought that Mason took his phone, and so kept poking him and pinching him, according to Mason. And Mason got really upset once again.
He was doing it for a solid 10 minutes straight. No joke.
Mason,
Very,
you complaining about that now, and you got mad at him, but you're totally fine with telling Caleb to do it to me every single day in English.
Yeah, but he's not doing it for 10 minutes, and he's not
Yes,
pinching
he
you
is.
and
He does
actually
it
hurting you. He's not
does it
hurting.
constantly.
as you can see, Mason does get pretty upset very easily.
Mason, we're sending you to
Does it
anger
actually
management
hurt?
therapy.
I don't think it's any of your business.
Okay, long story short, I can't talk. Basically, they got into a argument, and according to some sources, Mason tried to punch him, but
No.
Multiple
missed.
sources.
That did not happen. That did not happen. I pushed him away from me.
He missed, and then
I did not miss. I
and
touched him. I
according
clearly put my hand on his chest.
Mason, how did you miss?
to
I
according,
didn't. Okay, I know you're just saying that.
Well,
according
potato
to
is
many
like
people,
short.
they
so-
were about to get into a fight, and
No,
Colton.
we were not. We were not actually going to.
For the record, Colton would
Wait.
have whooped Mason.
I don't know.
No, there were 3 people in that class that were on my.
I
Is
honestly,
this similar? Is this similar to how Mason's dad whoops him?
Okay, you shouldn't be saying that on this
Oh,
podcast,
speaking-
and it's obviously not true.
Speaking of which, that picture or whatever, Mason, it's auto-saved into a folder into my pictures called Happy Times.
Okay.
all right. Can I like complain about something? I think you guys are gonna agree with me. Is there anything worse than like when you're on Twitter and you see guys with caking on makeup?
Yes.
Because I'm looking at Twitter moments right now. High school seniors' makeup skills impress many. I'm gonna see if I can show this on stream.
Is it just really stupid?
Yeah, I need to make sure I'm using the right display capture. All right. there
Dude,
it
I mean,
is.
like even JT looks better than that.
Look at this dude.
So,
Just because he has like a beard, and he's just all sorts of eyeshadow and whatever that stuff is.
yeah.
Oh, what's this guy? I think his name's like James Charles or something. Let me make sure I have his right Twitter. Yeah.
Oh my
James
god, every
Charles.
time I try to freaking save this, load the game, it crashes.
This is literally the worst dude on planet Earth. I hate this guy. Just an 18-year-old kid with a few blending brushes. Instagram, Snapchat. I'm sorry, but guys should not do beauty channels. I'm not saying legally allowed. I'm just saying, like, look at this. Hi, sisters. I'm here and I'm queer. Just, oh my gosh, does this make me cringe. This is actually so terrible. Oh, Fern, thanks for subscribing.
You didn't tag us.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed, so I figured I should do that.
Logan,
What?
tag us, tag our Twitters, or tag my Instagram into that.
I'm not gonna.
Why would he do that with your Instagram?
I'll put you guys'
Oh, yes.
Twitters.
Also-
because I like Instagram more than Twitter.
Instagram's stupid.
Also, within the next week or so, I will be starting up my own meme page. I will not link it. I won't be sharing it at all. It'll be an Easter egg hunt to find it.
Oh boy.
An Easter egg hunt in the summer.
Yeah, no, this summer. Like I'm starting it like next week.
I'm not even gonna put a link. I'm just gonna in the description type like at Mike69.
I'm getting recommended.
Whoever,
It's
whoever finds
609.
it first, like $3.
It's 609.
Yeah, Mike60 then 92 then
Hey,
9
make sure you
20.
tag me.
Yeah, I'm not putting the link. There's a link to Bert's, but I just put the ads for you guys.
My
'cause
podcast is just okay. There we
it'll
go.
work. Hey, someone wrote that my house. What should I should
Hey,
make,
wait,
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
make
hold
myself
on.
a moderator, and I'm just gonna take away that.
Hold on. Let me check. Let me check my Instagram. Make sure it's correct.
Did you tag me?
I'm not putting your
Don't say
Instagram.
Twitter.
I'm putting your Instagram. I put
Oh,
your
dude, I
Twitter.
have 5 followers.
Hey, my Instagram's the same as my Twitter. Hey, look, it's LJR. Hey,
Why-
promote that hat.
Why do people want to look at your Instagram, Michael? Because you're so attractive.
I don't even think I have any picture. Oh, I do have a picture of me.
What is on your Instagram then? Isn't Instagram supposed to be just pictures of you? What's on your
What?
Instagram, Michael? What
It's
is on
just-
your Instagram?
It's like, I don't know, there's a bunch of different pictures. There's one of me attempting to wheel in a dirt bike. What?
Vaping underground
This
live
last-
stream. I'm gonna mute this because I don't want copyright shit. I'm not gonna split it. I'm just looking at it. Okay, Josh, this is stupid. Why do you even like look at this stuff?
Dude, who's Voodoo Groove?
This is so stupid.
I don't know.
Dude,
What is
some
stupid,
random
Michael?
person's following me on Twitter.
Okay, what? Hold on, what, Logan?
What are you complaining about, Michael?
I said this vaping underground thing is stupid.
Yeah, it is. So I just clicked out of it.
My iPhone just froze.
All right, since we only have like 10 minutes left,
I think we should do a special hour and a half podcast.
we're not because I'm trying to like set up the Twitch thing after this. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
I
dude,
guess I should.
Wait, we're about to Twitch?
Yeah,
tell 'em
I
about the
should promote
Twitch.
that. I'm gonna promote that right now.
I'm about to...
My Twitch is just FP
Dude,
Logo 64. I'm about to play some
Logan, I
Force
I can join your
Unleashed.
Twitch stream through Xbox.
Can you? But just stay on
Yeah.
Discord, Bert.
Logan,
Alright, I'm just
Doesn't
saying.
that like make
I
sense?
could.
Yeah, I'm about to play some
I mean, yeah,
Star Wars: The Force Unleashed on Twitch.
I've got... On my Instagram, we got some pictures of my dogs. You know,
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
2 pictures of my
before-
dogs, a picture of
But actually, I
Cole.
wanted
What
to ask
is-
Bert.
What
Okay,
is your Twitch bio?
are you looking at
Who?
mine? I forget. I just made it today, in a rush.
Do you actually have autism?
Wait, what? Say what it is. Read my Twitch bio.
No.
Read it. I forgot what it was.
There's such a delay on your thing. Am I still logged in? No, I'm not logged in.
Josh, read it.
Username.
Fine.
It says very large man, 6'3", 200 plus pounds, who also has autism plus a loud mouth, which is a great combination.
Oh my. Wait. If I go on Twitch. Oh, well, I'm logged in, so it'll just show my account.
That's a very funny joke, Logan.
Wait,
Why
let's see
is
if
there
I can
automatic?
I literally do not use Twitch at all.
I can't even figure out my login.
Oh, that sucks.
Just make a new one.
Oh, no, I just figured it out. I got it.
Wait, Josh, where do you see my bio at?
It's right on your. Just look up FP Logo 64.
I can't. Are you on your phone?
Of course he's on his phone.
Logan, what did you
it
say you
looks
used
different
for-
on computer.
Logan, what did you use for... What did you say you used for screen recording?
OBS.
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 Michael Campbell goes to Checkpoint.
Shatter.
Cheddar Point.
Is the podcast still on?
Oh yeah.
Oh, very
okay,
nice.
so
We should do an hour and a half special.
I have 3 viewers on a Twitch stream of just nothing. It's not even streaming. It has 3 total views somehow. All right, but before we go, I also wanted to promote Bert shit. Bert, like, what is the deal with your YouTube channel? I forgot what you said.
You know, I just upload whenever I feel like it. I might try and get more regular uploads, but we'll see.
What is your channel called?
It's just you can just link my Twitter, and it's linked through my Twitter.
Yeah, but what about people who aren't on YouTube that are listening to the audio? Just say it with your mouth.
Well,
Like,
you
why
can
is it?
look up _Fern.
Yeah, and make sure to check out Dash Space Fern. All right. I think you guys are gonna be okay if I cut the podcast like 5 minutes short because we are also doing Twitch tonight. Make sure you hop on that shit. See y'all's later.
Hey,
What,
wait,
Michael?
did you put our Twitch? Put our Twitches in the free speech bust. Mine's Mike 6920.
No.